Well, what's going on, everybody? Today we're gonna do the Illuvium Arena early game speedrun. I recorded a video where I do the first 10 waves pretty much perfectly, and I'm gonna show it to you now in a speed up version. So you're gonna save time and you can just copy this and don't have to think about all these early game shenanigans, which can be really annoying. So for the first wave, we're gonna use the water dagger right here, keeping us above 120 mastery points. That's all we need. We cannot go up to 140, so that's the best we can do. Now for wave number 2, we're just gonna bring in a little bit of help with this Earth Grocco right here, bond them, and we are ready to roll. Pretty easy one. I'm gonna speed this up just a little bit so you can save the maximum amount of time and can jump into the arena, because today the arena is super fun. I had a blast doing it. So right here we're just gonna position them on the right side on the bottom, switch the dagger to the Earth sword, and that's all we need. Pretty straightforward. Our ranger is able to clear out the ombre. By the way, I actually recorded a late game video today where we get high up in the leaderboards, and I'm gonna upload it later on today because somebody challenged me and said I couldn't do it anymore. I fell off and I couldn't get behind wave 20. So that's what we did, and it was a blast. It was so much fun. So now we brought in the little snail right here. I think it's TNT. And we position her to the right. We actually downgraded our armor a little bit to get 140 mastery points, and Grocco was our main tank still. So here again the positioning. That's all we needed. Grocco in the middle of the assassins, and bring in the little snail. Now we bring in the bigger snail, and now we have actually granite, because our ranger is Earth Sword plus another Earth Bonded is a granite. This unit is a granite. Now we have double granite, and they're untouchable in the beginning of the fight. Our Tattoo Bee right here is gonna tank on the left side the Rampfire, and our ranger actually was able to drop all the armor to get up to 160 mastery points, because she's not gonna take a lot of damage. Looking really good. Easy wave. Wave number 6 in the pocket. Let's see about wave... Oh no, that was 5. Now we're on wave number 6, which is a little bit of a harder one, because they actually got free fire, so they got a bit of damage, and they have a lot of bulwark units. So they have the two main foundations of every game, damage and tank. So this is a bit of a tough one. So we sell our 2 units, bring in the fire empath links and also the singe. We position them so everybody of them is taking a little bit of damage. We bond with the singe, so now we have 2 magma, which will also help with our AoE damage when we group up everybody. We're gonna bring in the energy armor for 8, so we're on 120 mastery points. And that's all there is to it. As you can see, everybody's getting a little bit of damage, and our empath links is able to keep everybody fairly healthy. It looks like a close one, but we were able to secure the win. And wave number 7 is the next one. Wave number 7 is actually not that much harder, because instead of the 3 fire, now they have 3 earth. And they're tanky, but they don't have a lot of damage. So all we don't do anything, we don't change anything, we just upgrade the armor, position everybody on the right side here, and that's gonna be everything we need to do, because the enemy singe right here is gonna die before he can cast, but our singe is able to spin into 3 units right here, doing a lot of damage. The empath links, of course, doing a lot of damage as well, also healing our units, and there we go. The ranger finishing it off. And we're on to wave number 8. Again, a lot of tanks, some fire, and we're just gonna bring in the Grocco, because just with the Grocco alone we can get the 3 earth and the 3 bulwark synergy activated, which is gonna be a huge boost. Now we just need to work on the positioning. We're gonna position so everybody is taking some damage, and that the enemy seer right here is on the outside of our units, not hitting us when he casts his spell. But instead, our singe is gonna be fairly in the middle of everybody, doing a lot of damage when he starts spinning. As you can see, our range is still pretty healthy. Our empath links was able to heal a lot, and we are able to finish off this round. Moving on to wave number 9. Pretty fast so far. It was pretty straightforward day. I really like when we have a sword to fight with our ranger. So as you can see, this wave is even weaker than the one before, because all they changed was they upgraded the units to more cost units, but now they have less of it. And whenever there is just like right here 2-3 big units, it's way easier to counter them than instead of there being like 10 small units. So as you can see now, everybody is focusing on the singe. He has no chance to cast his Omega before he dies. Or actually, does he? No. Well, he cast it for a second, he's dead. And now we're all moving on to Scoriox and the game is already over. So again, we didn't change anything. We are on 170 mastery points, which is huge. And basically for this one, we bring the Singe down here to tank the 3 assassins that are coming in. We're also gonna give him this vampiric price augment. So for all the damage he's doing, he's healing himself. Also every 3 auto hits, he also heals himself for 2% and gains max health. So basically with this, he gets more sustain, and the longer he lives, he gets tankier and tankier. Which is huge. Our Lynx and our other 2 units are over here. Basically our Lynx is just gonna keep everybody healthy, and the enemy Seer is actually dying pretty fast to just our small units, because our ranges do so much damage. You can see our Singe still well and healthy, healing against all the damage he's taking. And wave number 10 in the pocket with 160 mastery points. That's 8 income for next one. And here comes a little bonus, wave number 11. And after that, we're gonna end the video. So for wave number 11, it's pretty much the same. We're not gonna change anything, just positioning. So we position that our Singe is taking the most damage from Scoriox and TNT right here, and everybody else is taking a little bit of damage. So we split the damage among everybody, and our Lynx is doing the healing to heal against this chip damage that we're getting. Actually, our Lynx is falling pretty low, but he's able to sustain himself against the damage done until the enemy Lynx is casting. And now our Singe was actually not focused at all, but he was able to stack up his max health, and he's so tanky right now that this enemy Lynx has no chance of beating him. And again, we have 189 mastery points left. Maybe you find a way where you can keep 200, but it's just not worth your time. You want to find a good enough way to go through the early game, which is what I just gave you right here, and then go on to the mid and late game, which is so much fun to play around with. And that's what I would really encourage you to do. Try to get into the mid and late game and have fun with it. And that's what I did in the next video that's coming up just tonight, so stay tuned for that. I see you then. Have a nice day. Adios. Bye.